Any speakers who've already gone?
Yeah, I was actually interested in the White Coat Lake project, because you said you haven't been doing it very long, right?
We've been active only since early March, actually.
Okay, so I was just wondering any recent successes or at all? Or
We hit a few milestones internally, things, hitting 20,000 Facebook followers, some exciting stuff for us internally. We're in the process of launching some exciting things later this summer and early fall, with respect to our timeline. But we've really only been active, to be honest, since early March. It's a long time coming with respect to the thought process, the planning, the information gathering, the research. There's a lot of stuff going on under the hood right now. But to answer your question, stay tuned.
Yeah. So have you been able to make any connections with other just straight tax concerned organizations?
Great question. I mean, that's a big part of the coalition building process. Right. Is with our point is we do not care if you want to stand with us because you can't stand being high taxes and spending, or if you can't stand animal abuse, or if you're like me, you don't like either of them. You can stand with us on this issue. So you're absolutely right. I mean, that's something we're working on.
Another question in regards to the White Coat project. I mean, I think it's really creative and admirable that kind of taking together two movements that don't really work together normally
or don't work together enough.
Yeah, enough. And focusing on reducing the amount of money put into protecting animals by basically preventing it. So it's kind of almost like a preventative medicine in regards to animal exploitation. But on that, with going from that angle, I mean, is there a general position? I know it's not exactly what you discussed, but in regards to taxpayers paying for universal health care or something, I can see a lot of vegans, animal rights folk being very much in favor of something like that. But
our position, our position is we don't take a position on necessarily where to spend the money. Our position is basically spend it on anything rather than what you're spending on right now. I would prefer to, defund this stuff and cut it immediately. I don't want dogs running on treadmill until they have heart attacks. I don't want monkeys smoking crack on my diet because that's what they're doing. That is literally what they're doing. And our position is, whether you want to spend it on the military with, getting armor for the troops in Afghanistan, or you want to spend it on education. Look, this money, there are better things to waste your money on, obviously, than dogs on treadmills. But it's not where it's going right now. So we don't take a position necessarily where to spend the money. I mean, you could make a very good case for many things. Tax relief, spend it on troops, spend it on homelessness. There's lots of good things you could say spend the money on. Healthcare, but the point is, it's not being spent there right now. It's being wasted.
And just another quick question. Is there any idea how much money are spent on these really obviously unnecessary, ridiculous experiments versus ones that are, still ethically objectionable, but that might actually produce
the only answer we know to that question is the $12 billion floor. Because in the end, this is not our words, this is the NIH's words. In their words, ground zero, 40 cents on your dollar going to NIH is right in Vivisection. So we know that much. And then if you count in things like USDA spending, EPA spending, Environmental Protection Agency spends money on this, Department of Defense does, you add it all up, it keeps adding up. I've seen some figures, the ceiling may be as high as 18 to 20 billion with a B dollars. In terms of quantifying things like ridiculous spending, I mean, the National Institute of Drug and Alcohol Abuse, for example, has $1 billion budget. $1 billion budget. What percent is spent on animal experimentation, I don't know exactly off the top of my head from NIDA's budget, but I do know that they have $1 billion budget, and I do know that 40 cents on the dollar at the NIH goes into crack smoking monkeys and that kind of stuff. So, it's a matter of doing the math.
We're going to try this one more time.